Hey everyone, so I'm back in my home state to work at schools in the last week of the year. I think I shared in earlier vlogs that I have a job as a sub, and when I moved, I was able to keep that job. We decided to make the trip back home, and I've been able to work these past few days, and it's been largely really fun. As anyone who is a teacher right now will tell you, things are generally kind of rough, but sometimes you have a decent experience, so it's been fun. Well, and I've also been able to crochet on the job, so I just wanted to share a few of the things that I got to make. It's Courtney. I'm back at my stepmom's house, and not my stepmom, sorry, my mother-in-law's house, or actually her friend's house that we're temporarily staying at, which was really sweet. I do have something to show you guys. It's not quite finished, but let me show you what I got to work on today. I made this, and in my little plastic bag I've been carrying it in, I had it rolled up into look more like a bouquet with this beautiful type of flower, the rose. So I've got the pink rose. Might look kind of orange on screen. It's with the colorway Persimmon from Red Heart Super Saver. I've also got this red one. So here it is, all rolled up like a little flower bouquet. But as you'll see, I'm not quite done yet. Pretty tired from my day and from our trip. And if you can't tell, my voice is really scratchy. I think I've got some congestion. I don't know exactly what to do, but it's okay. We're gonna keep rolling with it. And I think I might add on another flower to this beautiful flower set. I just crocheted one rose. I added one rose, and I think it looks so beautiful. And I just crocheted this red rose. How pretty. It's feeling kind of weird because when I just left out my yarn and I walked away for a second, when I came back, my yarn wasn't where I expected to find my yarn. I think it was because I dropped it on the floor, but usually I would be like, oh, the cat moved my yarn, and that didn't happen this time. Shout out to my cat. I hope my voice is better in the morning, but I think I'm gonna pack it up for tonight. Let me show you all the flowers that I got done. Hey everyone, it's 4:22 in the morning and I am up ready to start back on some crochet. Run into a bit of a snafu as I've ran out of my persimmon colorway. I decided to go ahead and finish with these red roses to go ahead and finish up the coaster now and not have to wait until later. Then when I was in the process of finishing with the red roses, I ran out of red yarn. So now what I'm gonna do is buy some more persimmon. This is what I have for now, and I think it looks great. It's Courtney. It is Friday. We are headed home today. I did go to work, and I was unable to crochet while at work. Today was the first day that I haven't been able to crochet at work. So I do have some other things to show you, and maybe I'll show you when I get home. Maybe I'll show you along the way, but I just wanted to go ahead and give you an update. We are officially back in the swing of things. Well, kind of, we're still getting there. But I do have some projects to share just to kind of close out this past week. The first time that I got to crochet at school kind of felt like I didn't feel like I was being sneaky because I was in an art room that day, and this teacher had a huge bin of acrylic yarns, and she also had like this organizer where she had cut off the tops of water bottles, put a little wound ball of yarn into the water bottle, and then where like the skinnier part is for you to drink out of, the yarn was like going down. So this organizer was set up with these little half water bottles and yarns, kind of like so it could work with like a yarn bowl for the students. And I thought that was so cool. I was crocheting with the students there. They were working on other work. I wasn't teaching them to crochet, but they saw me doing my crochet, and I ensured that they were mostly sticking to what their teacher expected of them to do, I hope.
Anyways, I didn't have good internet at the school, but I said, you know what? It'll be so perfect if I can make my own pattern while I'm here. And I did have access to like a couple things on Instagram, you know how where it'll be like loading and you can only see like a few pictures. And I saw this cutish strawberry bookmark that somebody made. And I was like, I wonder if I could try that with just a freehand crochet. And I didn't quite get a strawberry. What I got came out looking something like this. This actually marked my first foray into chili pepper crochet. If you're interested in a pattern, let me know, because I actually did take notes to turn this little guy into a pattern. Next thing I made, I actually messed up on. I wanted to make one of those little coasters that it looks like a flower bouquet, and then when you untie it, it turns into a coaster for my mother-in-law. And I did, but I think because I was like, okay, I didn't read the pattern like as closely as I should have, and the first one that I made ended up with about half the amount of beautiful flowers. I'll go ahead and put that one up on the screen. I think it still looks good, especially as a bouquet. I don't think there's anything obviously wrong with the first bouquet, but I am thankful that I did have the other opportunity to do some more crochet, even in the classroom crochet on Tuesday. And I was able to finish the second coaster for my mother-in-law. And I really paid attention to make sure that it had the correct number of blooms. Now that you have seen everything that over this past week I got to crochet, I gotta show you what I got at Joann's. Okay, first off, I wanna say that I did get to go today, or not today, but a couple days ago, to the Joann's that I used to go to when I lived in that area, and it was very sad. It was very sad, okay? I will admit it, it was sad, it was sad, it was sad. It was so sad. Okay. And additionally, on top of it being sad that this like beacon of crafting in our community is closing, this Joann, the first one that we went to that I used to frequent, they didn't have a lot of yarn left. Honestly, it was fine for the experience. Maybe I wouldn't have even wanted to take anything out of there for myself, to be honest. On the way back home, we did stop by another Joann's and I was able to get some yarn. This one too, it was still sad. It wasn't the one that I used to go to personally when I lived in that area. We were in a different part of the city that, you know, I don't usually go to, but it was still sad to see the people there that were working, that, you know, obviously this was part of their community too. So anyways, I really want to show you the yarn that I got, but not in like a celebratory way, okay? However, I did get this yarn. It's from Bernat Blanket. It's in the colorway Bright Lights. As someone who graduated high school in 2010, the neon is really calling to me, and I think I'm gonna make some really cute little guys out of this. For some reason, I'm thinking like octopus and squids. I also got this, just a polyfill Premier insert, pillow insert, and that actually really did help me on the way back. I think that is it for today. I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and keep crafting. Bye!